How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffle Rowlet, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today, we'll be taking a look at something that I thought would be interesting to do, as you guys requested it in a previous video. Now, what am I talking about? Well, I want to show you my team for Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Now, I've done a previous video which was very similar to this, but that one was more about what's the best team to run in Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee through a playthrough, and that's kind of the team that I might run. But this is the team I'll be having at the end of the day. This is the team that I aim to have by my, the finishing line of my playthrough. So that's going to be just about it. Now, before we get started, guys, if you do want to be part of the community, join our Discord. There's a link down below. We are trying to revive it and get it back on track, and please join it if you want to. Be really appreciated. Also, if you could check me out on Twitter, I do post all updates and all that stuff there when there is news, information, videos, all that stuff, because YouTube doesn't always send out notifications and stuff. And also, if you want to check out our shirts for Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, they should be somewhere on the screen here, and they will be linked down below, so do check that out. Either way, let's get started with this video. So, coming up first on this little list of mine is going to be the Pokemon that I love the most from Gen 1, and that is Nidoking. This is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Of course, Lugia takes the #1 spot, and, Rowlet's there as well, but this is a Pokemon that I love. Nidoking is one of my favorite, and the reason why is because I love it from Gen 1. The fact that you can actually sweep through the whole game with just Nidoking, it's insane to me. So I will be running a Nidoking, and as for a moveset here, I'll just tell you the one that I picked off, because I really just went off of like what would be the best one to run in general based on what Smogon says, and yeah, they just kind of have good sets, so it's just kind of fine. Now, I would of course switch a few things out here, but I'm going to be running a Nidoking 100%. Now, we do not have any items or abilities in Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, so I won't be including that. But as for movesets though, I'll be going with Earth Power, Sludge Wave, Ice Beam, and Flamethrower. Now, you can really switch a few things around here. Flamethrower can be switched out for substitution, you can switch out Earth Power for Earthquake if you want to, but no, Earth Power does a lot of damage, so, it's really up to your own kind of mind what you want to go for, what you prefer here. Now, personally, I'm going to be going for this. I love Nidoking. For anybody who doesn't know me, well, I'm a huge fan of Nidoking. It's one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, so I will be definitely running Nidoking because I feel like it's going to be a great Pokemon. Also, you're probably going to be able to catch Nidoking early on. I hope you can still catch it in the route, that leads you to Victory Road. I'm not sure if it's, Route 24 or something, or 22, I can't remember, but, you can still probably catch it there, hopefully. If you're able to do that, I'll definitely be leveling one from, point A. As soon as I start, I'll be getting one and trying to level it and trying to get it into a Nidoking as fast as possible because it's going to be powerful and really useful through my playthrough. So, that's the first Pokemon I'll be using. Let's go to the next one. Now, next up, it's a little bit interchangeable, right? So, I really want to have a electric type on my team, and I'm kind of stuck between either choosing Jolteon or Pikachu. Now, Pikachu, if I go with, I'm going to have access to a lot of arsenal. And I'm talking about the starter Pikachu, which cannot evolve, because this thing has way higher base stats than previous Pokemon, iterations, so to say, and this one's way, way, way stronger. So I'm really kind of would I want to keep that Pikachu in, as a part of my general team after I'm done, playing through the game? Would that really be something I would want to keep there, or would I just want to go for something else, like, I don't know, a Jolteon, which is my favorite evolution? So I thought, maybe I want to go for that instead. So if I was to run Jolteon as kind of if we disconnect Pikachu from the equation, because I'd probably be running Pikachu in matches and stuff, because Pikachu in Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee is going to be OP. It's going to be so strong because they've given it double kick and stuff. It's insane. But if I'm going to be running a Jolteon, for example, because that would be my preferable Pokemon, I'll probably be running Agility, Discharge, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball. Now, of course, you can switch a few things out here. Agility can be switched out for other stuff, I think Hidden Power Ice or something can be switched out for. I'm not sure what they suggested, but I feel like this would be what I would run. Agility, of course, I don't know. I felt like the extra speed is always kind of useful, and Discharge can also has a 30% chance to paralyze. Thunderbolt, of course, Thunderbolt, a lot of damage, lots of damage, and of course Shadow Ball, because hey, why not? Just having that little extra in there is worth it. Why not? But yeah, that's going to be that Pokemon, my electric type. Let's go to the next one. Now, coming up next is going to be Mega Gengar. Now, Gengar Mega Evolution is going to be very interesting. Now, I'm fine with running Gengar non-Mega as well. I think that would be fine with me. I wouldn't mind it. Of course, because there is other Megas that I'd like to see potentially myself using, but I think if I was to run a Mega, it'd either be this or another Pokemon I'm going to mention later on, which you'll know what I mean once I get to that, but probably Mega Gengar. So, what would I run it? Well, I'd probably run the setup that they've given, which again is probably the best one. They've got Hex, Will-O-Wisp, Sludge Wave, and Taunt. I'd probably mess around with that a little bit. I probably wouldn't run Taunt myself. I'd probably use something else, maybe another move that's a damaging type move. you know, a more physical move and not something that, you know, just kind of, not a special type move. So yeah, I think I just kind of like switch this around a little bit, and it really depends on my situation. Of course, while I'm playing through the game, this could all change, right? This is the movesets I'm going with, just base value right now, just telling you like from the, you know, base value before I've even played the game. Of course, this will all change. I could even change what Pokemon I catch, but I know Gengar is one that I'm definitely going for. Now, if I'm gonna go for Mega Gengar or just normal Gengar, that's a little bit iffy, and I think I'd probably switch that taunt for another Shadow Ball on that Pokemon as well. So I don't know, we'll see what happens, but I will definitely be running a Gengar no matter what, because I love Gengar. It's a cool Pokemon, and I definitely want one from Lavender Town. Of course, I can't really catch a Gengar, but I can catch a Ghastly and level it up. You catch the drift. You catch the drift. Either way, that's the one I want. Let's go to the next one. Now, Dragonite. Why do you need Dragonite? Because it's strong, okay? Dragonite is... I mean, if you kind of look at, like, Pokemon in general, and look at Kanto before the existence of fairy types, brother, this thing was insane. Like, Dragonite was ridiculous. It was so strong. But the reason why a lot of people didn't run it initially was because, well, Dragonite took such a long time to level up and actually get. Like, you know what I mean? If you got a Dratini, it took you a long time to get that Dratini up to a Dragonite, you know, through leveling, because by the time you get a Dratini, you're so far into the game that you don't really have many, like, you know, you don't have much left in, like, normal gameplay to level. Instead, you'd have to go and redo stuff like, you know, taking on random encounters or go take on trainers you haven't already battled that you skipped, maybe. So it's kind of like, in the past, it was really hard to level them. Hopefully, Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee have some sort of catch-up mechanic, where, like, you can re-battle trainers after you finished, like, the Elite Four, because that would be great. Then you can definitely level a, you know, Dragonite. Or if you've played Pokemon Go, you could just send a Pokemon from Pokemon Go over you. I mean, you're really just set up instantly, you know? You'll be fine. So I'm really curious how that's going to turn out. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm really excited for it. I really want to see how this is going to turn out. So I want to know your thoughts on it, guys. But as for Dragonite, though, I'll be running a Dragonite with just kind of a basic moveset here. Dragon Dance, of course, you want to be setting up with that. Fly, because why not? I could also switch Fly out to something else, but I think I'll keep it here because I actually think it was going to be a good way to run it. Though I'm not sure if Fly is going to be present as a move. I mean, I think it will be, of course. So yeah, it's going to be present as a move. Earthquake, you know, because it's just a strong move in general. And since I'm not running Earthquake on my boy Nidoking, which also is called Alpha Chad, by the way, very nice. Very nice. But since I'm not running on there and I'm running Earth Power, I'll be running Earthquake on Dragonite here most likely. And Extreme Speed, of course, very good move, but I think I'd switch out Fly for something else. I'll probably have some other move there to kind of replace it, but that's just that one. So let's go to the next one on the list. So here is the Pokemon that I mentioned earlier that I want to have also maybe a Mega on. So this is Charizard. Now Charizard, see, I kind of want to run Mega Charizard a little bit, Mega Charizard X specifically, because I feel like it'll be really fun, and it's a strong Pokemon. I'm not going to deny that it's a strong Pokemon, so I wouldn't mind running it. Though I'm not sure if I'd want to switch, you know, out my Mega Gengar for Mega Charizard. I mean, I guess Mega Charizard is stronger, so I think I would switch that out. I think Gengar would be just normal Gengar and not Mega, and I used Mega Charizard X instead. And then, of course, I'd be running Flare Blitz, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Roost. So there's a lot of attacking moves there, a lot like, you know, just damage, and Roost to kind of like, you know, recuperate that damage I take, because, of course, Flare Blitz, geez, cause a lot of issues. But yeah, I'll definitely be running a Charizard Mega Evolution. So that's that one. I don't know what you guys think about it. I think Charizard is one of my favorite Pokemon, but like, of course, I have other Pokemon that I like more, but I think it's a good Pokemon. I think it's worthwhile, and I didn't really have any other like fire type Pokemon on my team. I was thinking Arcanine for a little bit, but I feel like Arcanine was not that I'm not sure if it's a very strong Pokemon in general. I mean, I really like it, and I feel like, you know, if push comes to shove and I can find a good way to use it, I may actually just ditch Charizard and get an Arcanine, because I think Arcanine is one of the coolest Pokemon like ever. I freaking love it. So I definitely, like, I wouldn't mind ditching it. I mean, hey, you know, whatever, dude. It's whatever, man. So yeah, I wouldn't mind ditching it and taking up you know, an Arcanine instead of a Charizard. I mean, I feel it feels rude, but whatever. So let's go to the next one, shall we? And finally, we have my last Pokemon, Lapras. Now, Lapras, I'm a bit stuck on, right? It's a water type-ish, you know, water ice type Pokemon. So it comes with a lot of good things, right? You can run a lot of great moves, but I've also been thinking, like, I love Lapras, but I also like Poliwrath. So I'm not sure which one I want to run more, but I think Lapras is the stronger Pokemon, so I think I'd stick with Lapras. So what do I have on Lapras? Well, I'll be running Freeze Dry, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Hidden Power Fire. Now, Hidden Power Fire, I guess, would be if I was up against a Grass-type Pokemon, and I didn't have the time to switch out into like Charizard or something that can counter it quickly. I could just pull the Hidden Power Fire there, which I'm not sure if it's going to be available in the game, by the way. I mean, I'm not sure like what they've said or what amount of moves will be available. I'm not sure every single move is going to be available or just a subsection of moves will be available. I'm really unsure, but this is the kind of set I'll be running for it. Now, again, these sets, this is just what I've taken from Smogon, just to kind of like, you know, give you a basic idea of what I'll be running, because I'll just be running basic sets on these and not like something crazy and different. For the crazy and different stuff, I'll make specific teams for the crazy and different stuff separately, right? Separately from this, from like the main stuff. I'll probably be doing that, so, you know, we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, in general, though, that's kind of the team I'd be running. I love Lapras. It's an awesome Pokemon, and I'm not sure if we're going to be receiving it the same way as last time around, because last time around when we actually received it, we got it from like what? We got it inside of like one of the Team Rocket like hideouts, like, you know, they were, no, I think it was Silphco, right? They took over Silphco, you went inside, you did a bunch of stuff, you got Lapras, you took on Giovanni, etc. As far as I remember, I could be wrong, I could be very wrong, but I can't remember off the top of my head exactly if that was what you did. I'm not sure if we're going to receive it the same way this time around. It would be really cool. I know a lot of people have Laprases on their like Pokemon Go, and you know, they'll be sending it over that way, but hey, it is what it is. So either way, guys, that's going to be the end of this video, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below, what team will you be running? What team will you be using in your playthrough of Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee? If you're not going to be playing the games, that's fine. But what team do you think you would use, even if you are not playing games? What team do you think would be really cool to use? So let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about my team. I know it's bad. It's not the best team to set together. It's probably like better setups for a competitive team. This is just a team that I think I'll have a lot of fun playing with, and you know, a team that I want to have at the end of the day. So yeah, that's kind of it. But either way, thanks so much for watching. My name is Have a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.